Look at Tom. Tom was like, high fives.
Tom,
everyone
play well. We're going to be all right.
Feeling good about that, especially Mr. Brady and everyone involved on the Patriots side of this contest, because 25-6, that is the final tally. Tom Brady, 29-45, 324 yards passing. But the one thing that jumps off the page to me is the slow start that New England got off to. Despite the fact that they entered this game at 5-2 and Buffalo was sitting at 2-5, they looked a little stagnant off the very start, and it took them just a little bit of time to get going. James, what was wrong to you?
It did, but you got to give some credit to that Buffalo defense. Buffalo's defense came out. They was at home. Everybody been saying they're going to get blown out. The Patriots coming into town, and they played some ball. They made it hard for Tom Brady. They was getting after him. They was jamming Gronk, making him throw some tough throws, and they was batting balls down, stopping the run. I mean, you got to give some credit to that defense.
Now, the Buffalo Bills, they may not have the personnel to go toe-to-toe with Tom Brady. Tom Brady 29-3 now versus Buffalo, but did the Bills give other teams around the league, MJD, perhaps a blueprint on how you could maybe put a few cracks in that Patriot armor?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like defensively they have the personnel to hang with Tom Brady in that. But offensively, they just couldn't muster up a drive. They couldn't find a way to convert on third downs. They couldn't find a way to get in space. And that's where you're going to be able to, beat the Patriots, is outscoring them. I think no matter what happens, Tom Brady's going to find a way. Even in that fourth quarter, they found a way to score, 15 points in the fourth quarter, whatever it may have been. That is what they're going to do. They're going to put up points. You have to put up points with them. And that defense did a great job of finding ways to get pressure on Brady, create him to throw the ball away, do different things. But, I mean, it's tough. It's tough when your defense is on the field all the time, holding the Patriots to 9 points in the first half.
That's what I'm saying.
And you can't win.
9-6 in the first half.
You got to give me some scoring here.
I need something on the other side of the ball.
You're talking about you needing some scoring, definitely. You held New England to 5 for 14 on third down.
That's huge.
5 for 14 on third downs. You have to find a way to get points on this time. You're talking about at some point in time, Tom Brady's going to figure it out.
No question.
They're the captains. They lead the league in halftime, trying to figure out what the second half gameplay. Exactly.
Tons of adjustments.
When you don't score points, you hurt your team. You talk about that defense, they balled. They gave the offense plenty of chances to go out there and make something happen.
Short fields.
And didn't get anything with it.
And this is what I don't like. You're back against the wall. You're not going to the playoffs. Well, air that thing out. Take some shots down the field. You playing like we 5-2. We trying to keep this thing close to the fourth quarter so maybe we can get on the drive and win. Listen, man. You're losing.
They done, JJ?
You on your third quarterback off of the streets.
The Bills done, JJ?
Air this thing out, man. They was done before this game, Drew.
They tried to air
that thing out, man. Let your receivers or something go try to make some plays. I mean, you in the Wildcat half the game.
And they trying to eat the clock. They trying to get the ball to their best player.
Man, come on.
When your best player is 25, you're going to find a way to get him the ball.
You got to take some chances down the field, man.
Do you think the Buffalo Bills done at 2-6? Are you familiar with the numbers?
Come on, man. Y'all stop
I don't know.
playing.
JJ said they done.
Y'all stop playing.
0% chance right about now if it's done 2-6 to make the postseason. That's
Drew, where are they going at 2-6? Drew,
they was in the playoffs last year. They was in the playoffs last year.
7-9.
And they made a couple trades. They did some draft picks, and now you 2-6.
Fooling itself.
So they done.
Well, how about this one, guys? From a Patriots perspective, they always talk about being strong in all three facets of the game: defense, offense, and special teams. And we saw it offensively, we saw it special teams-wise, and we really saw it at the end of the game with defense, with Devin McCourty and that pick six. This New England team, they just seem to be well-rounded, Reggie, from front to back, year after year. No different this season.
No different. Yeah. You can always expect these guys to be in the runnings at the end. One thing, when you become one-dimensional, at the beginning of the game, they didn't know what they were going to do, run, pass. But towards the end, when Devin McCourty got the interception, they knew that they had to pass. Yep, right. So now they're licking their chops, getting after that quarterback, knowing that Derek Anderson, he's not, Aaron Rodgers, right? Back there in the pocket.
He's not even Tyrod Taylor for that matter.
Exactly.
We'll talk about Aaron Rodgers and them later. Don't worry about that.
So sooner or later, he's going to throw you one to pick off, and that's what Devin McCourty did.
I will say this though, they miss Sony Michel, and if they gonna play these big time teams and to get in these playoffs and make these playoff runs, they gonna need Sony Michel, because watching the game tonight, Sony Michel gives them balance, and they did not have that tonight. They got a receiver back there at running back. They're trying to figure out ways. They need to get Sony Michel back.
All right, Derek Anderson leaving the game in the fourth quarter with the injury. Keep it locked to NFL.com for the very latest on that.
I mean, does that mean they
shut it down.
I mean, where do they go next? Is this now another Nathan
Hey, y'all
Peterman
can call
experiment?
me. I'm 1 for 2 with a touchdown to pick. So either way I go, somebody will catch the ball when I throw it.
Nate Peterman.
Is that where the Buffalo Bills? Is that what Sean McDermott is?
I got the highlights for you.
Okay, here's the actual injury that's taking quite the lick right there. You never want to see anybody go down. So get well soon, Derek Anderson.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Derek Anderson is not ready to go, Josh Allen still on the shelf. Is it back to the Nathan Peterman experiment?
Unless you can call someone else to come in, I think you have to go back to Nathan Peterman. You've seen this, like that guy's been in your training camp. He's been in your OTAs. He's been at every meeting. He's been at every practice. You have to get this guy in there and let him play. You drafted him.
Goldmouth, man, took enough of a beating. Hey, listen. Hey, you got to play Nate Peterman. You got to see what you got.
Well, we know what we got. We know what we got.
You got to
know what you mean, see what you got, Reg. He done been in the game.
Yeah, but there's nobody left. There's nobody left.
Call me.
There's nobody left.
I'm sure there's plenty of guys.
I'm high priced though.
I'm sure there's plenty of guys on the street right now that can play some football, man, and come in there to play.
Throw a name out there.
I don't know right off the top of my head, but it ain't Nathan Peterman, man.
So who you gonna get? You gonna bring someone else in to learn it all and then run it.
You better go get Kaepernick then. At least Kaepernick can run and use his legs and make some plays and do something to help you out.
I like it.
You know?
I can go with that.
If your O-line bad, he can run, move around, make some plays.
And he's gonna help out Shady with that running ability as well.
You like the Wildcat and all that, get an athletic quarterback. He'll help you.
Okay. Imagine the frustration setting in for Shady McCoy because on the early Total Access, there was a discussion. Do you play Shady McCoy? Do you shut him down right now and use him as trade bait? They clearly did not. He is not trade bait. He played in this game. And like I said, there has to be some serious frustration. If you're a guy like Shady McCoy, you have to see that your team is 2-.